core with Vessel, but I guess every time they have this hero, it's just a support. But all these 4 heroes, they want to fight early. So I would want Ana's hero to kind of, you know, join that timing with his team. A hero that can go into this timing, but then also like scale a little bit through the game later. It might not be the easiest pick to start off, because I think this Visage pick from VICI was pretty good. Something that Fear mentioned is that it's going to help you kill the Tombstone, it's going to help you kill the wards. I think also a hero that potentially builds Wraith Pact and or Pipe is very good against this T1 draft, and they end up banning PL. I think that hero could have been pretty good for them.
Is there anything else for you to mind as Ana's heroes?
I mean, if they want to direct counter the Morph, there's a Drow, but the lane matchup versus Tusk is pretty abysmal. I mean, I was going to say Bristleback is something that is good versus the Visage, but I don't know if it can carry the game. Yet again, in a position where they have to find a hero that can do well in the laning stage and also carry the game here. Is they banned the Slark's already banned, a lot of his comfort is gone. I wouldn't mind if they Lone Druid, I think, is what I would want to go here for him. Just have that ball up potential, add even more to the play, just try to end the game early. Something along that could be very good.
VICI Gaming's turn to Faceless Void.
Faceless Void.
Void.
Well,
okay.
Not a huge fan of that, but it's okay. It's okay. Like, so, like in this matchup here, like the Void, he can, you know, backtrack a lot of the harass from the Visage, but that does have a long cooldown.
10 seconds.
Yeah, he's got a nasty laning stage in general. I think there's a lot of threat that comes with this Void Spirit and the Tusk roaming around the map trying to hunt for this Faceless Void. I mean, it's gonna be a bit difficult, but you're actually gonna be pretty safe when you think about the Chronosphere. Like, you can actually make some really good plays with it. You kind of enable the rest of your team. Catching Morphling once is already enough. You can also blow up this Winter Wyvern. Could be nice.
And Kezu, where do you feel like VG are going to have to go if they want to match the tempo for T1? And, you know, is Faceless Void that tempo hero that you were hoping for T1?
Faceless Void was the type of hero where I was like, yeah, I think it's good for the T1 draft, but against VICI's early game and some of this laning stuff he's playing into, he's going to have to perform. Like, I think in a very good state for him to have a good game in this game. So it's good for their draft. Not that easy to execute against VICI. And for their +5, I feel like there's one route where you can either pick a +5 that gives you like a semi-save. I don't know if they've played Venge before. I don't know if it's the best pick for them, or if they still want to do some swap around where you put this Void Spirit to 4, which is what I feel like they will not do. But I feel like this +5 pool is a little limited. I'm not seeing a much better option here than this type of Venge where you just end up having a save.
Yeah, and like Chrono counter or classic Faceless Void counter being the Venge would be true. Yeah, I just don't know how the lane, like, is Venge just going to suffer in the lane a lot, but I was thinking that could be a possible pick for them. I'm also thinking Wyvern for some reason, or Winter Wyvern, could be something for them. Get a good setup with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
they're also going to be
good.
Yeah.
Now select your
But
hero.
Rubik, they're going for a more aggressive route.
Using all of their reserve time.
Wow.
Rubik.
So not going for the
What
save, going for more of the aggression. You can all of the spells you steal from Shaman are really game changing when you're playing Rubik. It's tons of lockdown. You can steal Chrono in some fights. There's a lot of good spells here you can definitely steal. So not going the defensive route, going more for the offensive route. So very interesting.
Yeah.
I guess they're gonna copying T1's playstyle from game number 1.
As exactly what I was going to say. Game 1, T1 brought that aggression. Game 2, you know, it was a little bit longer. Very tumultuous, very back and forth. But game 3, VG
barely anyone, like, you're not going to buy a BKB on anyone except the Faceless Void this game. And he might even just choose to go like a Manta instead as well. And if you're just silencing everyone on the team, there is 0 damage coming through from T1. It's not like you've got, I don't know, an Enchantress or even a Tusk that's able to turn around and do a little bit of burst. Marcy, similar sorts of things. Whitemon bot side, in a little bit of trouble. Be able to get away, though. I mean, I saw the Shadow Shaman, and it's a good Shadow Shaman game for sure. Like they were saying, they can just look to set up the Mass Serpent wards. You can set up the Plague wards. You can put down the Tombstone. Oh.
Yang might be a bit... Okay, they're not... Sorry, trying to secure the hard crimp. There was a gale out and Cuckoo was moving over, but...
Yang's still a little low
okay.
here. Has to be
Maybe
careful.
we'll get the kill in the end.
Ooh.
Yeah, not like that.
Not like that. I mean, it's a big get for a Venomancer. You know, you're one of these cores that, one of these supports that doesn't really do a great job of rotating. You're all about just setting yourself up in a lane, and if you could get yourself off to a fantastic start, it means that you're so much more capable of doing that. You can see he's already got the confidence with that extra experience to just continue bodying Erica out of the lane.
Topson at least force out a defensive coil.
Yeah, I mean, you sure can on Whitemon, but the thing is, Ana's nearly died a couple of times in this bottom lane with Whitemon there.
Erica's in some trouble. They're going to lay the tombstone down. They can continue the dive. They've got the creeps, and Zephyr's even going to self as well. Frisk, I believe his TP got cancelled, so they won't have the Rubik to try and kill Zephyr. Now Yang, he's overstepped the mark a little bit. Was expecting the Rubik to get involved, but instead, it looks like he still ends up dropping. So we got some kills across the board. BAB kills off Whitemon, and Yang does still bring down Zephyr as well.
I mean, that's kind of what you have to commit, right? You put himself a little bit further forward to be able to cancel that TP and ends up paying with his life on Whitemon. Death probably shouldn't have come from Zephyr. He just ended up taking, I think, 3 different tower hits with not being able to swap the aggro. Will get double bottle refill if he wants it, though.
XM's going to get his own refill as well. So the kills on the side lanes will enable the supports now to rotate. Look at the importance in XM. There's the level 6 advantage. Doesn't have too much mana, so Frisk's going to give him a main go, but Topson gets his own 6. Resonant Pulse going to buy him some time. We'll see if they got the magic damage to go through the Void Spirit. Shaman's going to hold him into place, but the telekinesis will cancel that. Instead, XM, he just jumps in. Why not go for the kills instead of going for the power rune? As XM, with the help of the support rotation from VICI Gaming, will find a double kill in the river.
He'll even be able to snatch away the bounty rune as well. That's the advantage of having this Void Spirit there, right, with the 3 points and the Resonant Pulse. Big rotations just means more of that of the Visage. You get the Familiars, you prevent your tower from being under threat. Like, big wins coming through here from T1, and Zephyr, he's even able to make the rotation to potentially help out with these 10-minute power runes.
Gonna have the numbers advantage at the moment here from T1. Great use of the Hex. They might target down Whitemon instead, and well, yeah, they definitely will as soon as Topson jaunts away.
Instantly
Was able to
goes
at least
for the invis, though. Wonder if they're going to look to make a play onto this Morphling who's farming up inside of his own jungle. They've got an Observer, but they don't have the Sentry available.
Jen gonna... Oh, smoke there, he should know.
They just caught him. Oh, that's so close, man.
So Topson's still nearby.
He's going to back off completely. But, I mean, again, look at Cuckoo. He's completely taken over this top side of the map. You've got the creep wave with the siege creep pushing into the tower. He doesn't on this top side, especially considering the tower's gone. We're going to go for this. Yeah,
he's going to be in trouble here, Topson. Beautifully done. XM, this is the answer. Early game can prove to be a bit of an issue here for the Puck. To get to the later stages where you might have at least one defensive item. This is even without that Yule Scepter.
You just see how much more of a challenge Cuckoo has of dealing with these multiple units, right? The Familiars, the Visage, don't really care all that much about the Decay, even with it maxed out. His very heavy net worth lead over the next core is just evaporated because he's not able to just set up in a lane. Communication needs to come out. Ana, time walk forward.
Uh-oh, Ana's in trouble.
They found Morphling too,
he
though.
Gets the initial stun. They're going to be able to follow up plenty of lockdown to bring him down. But meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, T1, they will also be able to convert on their smoke.
You would have to say that it's a little bit more important for...
Yeah, B mid lane as well. Coils out. No hesitation with the use of the Poison Nova. TPs are starting to come through. They will end up losing the life for BAB. And they catch up to Yang, however, is actually got a snowball into the middle, has some familiars to play with.
The stun.
But the rest of the team, they're not here. Yang's going to try and chuck up Zephyr into the air, but the damage is not enough with just a toss. So a great play from T1. The sequence of events from them, killing the Morphling, and then taking a team fight under the tower where you can get usage out of the Serpent Wards for the kills and also the objective.
I mean, the fact that they didn't need to commit the Dream Coil to kill the Morphling is the bigger deal, right? It means that they can use it onto that valuable tower. They can open up the map. Ana can start to get more value out of the mine.
Make an attempt onto Topson. They know the orb was used prior. Might be an opportunity for them to secure the kill. Again, a defensive use of the coil. Whitemon stepping in. They get the control ball for the attribute shift. Thompson's going to jump back in for the fade ball. Oh no! High risk, high reward play, but it'll be VICI Gaming that comes out on top. And are back to the river. They're also making another move. They're on to Cuckoo. The shot's just shy, but it gave them vision to follow up with the snowball and VICI. They're on the prowl. They want to get another kill, and they'll easily catch up to Zephyr as the 8th remnant drags him back into VICI's kill.
Oh, high risk, high reward is the perfect way to put that one. Imagine if they were able to turn that one off. Even when he was mid-illusory orb, he had a healing salve going while he was in the int treads. So just trying to find maximum efficiency out of that from Thompson, but it wasn't enough. Frisk again, just with that pesky fade bolt, maxed out.
Really trying to catch out Erica wherever he's positioning as VICI with his deep ward place. They know exactly where Arn is farming. Oh, he's going to time walk into them as well. And with 3 heroes nearby, there'll be no escaping on the Faceless Void. A great movement from VICI that was all set up to the previous ward placement.
They're trying to get something in exchange though, BAB. They have to make sure that they've got the boys.
Not going to be an easy kill. Close to the T2 tower as well. They need to address the Wraith Pact. It's relatively survivable. Yang doesn't have mana for the snowball, however, so they're even forced to drop the Serpent Wards. Get the kill and the familiars.
Okay, well, it's an important kill. Again, they've only lost they've lost 2 tier 1 towers, I suppose, and XM doing another good job of pushing in that top wave. I mean, that's the thing with Ana's death, right? There's a reason that he's able to farm so much faster than a lot of people. It's because he pushes the limits.
Cuckoo.
Yeah, but
See if they're going to be able to bring him down. This is a beefy man. A lot of damage coming out. Cuckoo doesn't have the greatest amount of armor, so with Erica, all the IG needed to pump in the right-click damage, and now Zephyr's also caught out. The shard placement from Yang blocking the escape avenue as VICI Gaming hit back again. It feels like we've got a back and forth here. T1 get a couple of kills, and VICI get a couple of kills, and back and forth that goes the pendulum swings.
Absolutely. I mean, Whitemon, he's been saving up his gold as well. He's obviously got the 8th lens queued up, but could very easily just go into that Blink Dagger with the Morphling still quite a ways.
Vision is enabling them not to run blindly into the Radiant members.
It's the power of information. They smoke it pops, and they're going to go in.
He's got the Manta though, might catch him off guard, he can get rid of the Silence. Instead, Frisk jumps into the middle, but XM with the Aghanim Scepter, AoE, Silence, they're all grouped up, and they're all gonna pay the price as VICI Gaming find the puck, but hang on, Arna lived! He got the Chrono onto 3 with the help of the Poison Nova. VICI Gaming are in shambles as now Erica, trying to survive to the northern side, has the waveform to get some distance as well. VICI Gaming, they've still got some members nearby. They're going to hold back Cuckoo on the Undying. Can they bring him down though? With BAB showing up the familiars, the damage is starting to rack up as Cuckoo completely isolated, and VICI will end up winning out in the skirmish.
Ooh, what a turnaround from Ana to be able to get that 4-man Chrono off, preventing the Rubik from getting a lot of those steals off in the middle of the team fight, but Frisk still able to come through, get the lockdown needed onto that Undying, and even the Venomancer, that Poison Nova really starting to come into the equation. Those beefy heroes, the damage over time, fantastic against the Morphling. It means that you can't really strength attribute. You're just going to start ticking yourself with more and more damage with the percent. Even got that strength morph off, otherwise potentially they could have looked to fully commit in here. What a reveal of that Aghanim Scepter though, coming through from XM.
Might have to go back live. They moved over to Ana. Let's see if they're going to have the damage. XM in and out. The Astral Step not able to bring down Ana. As Whitemon's going to try and catch up. Thompson has got the coil. The rest of the team need to get nearby to protect XM.
Frisk again.
A stolen coil from Frisk. It'll help them kill the Shaman and also cover the retreat. Beautifully done from VICI. The reactions to instantly move over. No hesitation to try and help the game.
We've got plenty of ways to defend the high ground. It's much more of an issue for you with our net worth lead, with the Aegis. We're the ones that can be affording to play on the front foot. We've got 2 towers pushed in, and yeah, I mean, with that Aghanim Scepter as well on the Morphling, he just wants to force T1 to come back to them. No Mass Serpent Wards. You can't really set the Tombstone up in an aggressive position. Needs to be dropped mid-team fight, and by that time it might be too late. Look at this. Just let the illusions do the majority of the work. Let the familiars do it, and well, they're eventually going to TP back, but Tower's already gone.
Yang showed mid.
Okay.
What they want to do with this here on T1. Oscar's a lot of the defensive factor with the Blink Snowball.
Instant steal.
Oh, nice steal from Frisk, and the familiars as well to cover the retreat.
So big commitment being used. They're just going to wait out that tombstone, perhaps see if someone goes a little bit too deep into the lane, use the Morphling with that Aegis as bait. But T1 know how much stronger they are when they're able to fight around where they can get set up, and so they just are going to feel a little reluctant to go outside of the base. Got the Blink Dagger on the Rubik. That might be the big reveal that catches them off guard if someone goes too far forward. Even a couple of steps outside of the base, and the protection of all those Plague Wards could mean the death of them.
Is this an opening, you think, for VICI with all the abilities used from Cuckoo?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you could just set up your own tombstone, then suddenly you're not worried about
Available
going
for
into...
them. Great way to be able to counter a Faceless Void Chrono, so we might see T1 look to try and smoke. But again, like you said, they need an area to be able to take a fight. They need a choke point.
They do, and they need their tombstone.
With the DD, they're going to jump instantly onto Zephyr. Shouldn't have to force too many abilities out to secure the kill. And now, I mean, this could be the opening for the high ground.
Yep, no one's set up.
He's got the jump into the park. XM's going to be able to follow up as well. Thompson. Oh no, the vision from the tombstone, he wasn't ready. As all they needed was one stun, and XM was nearby to have the extra silence.
Yep, this is the sort of play that you need to be making. Ana just trying to get anything out that he can on the map. They're pinging him out now, saying, well, you got to be careful. They might look to rotate back, but there's really no reason to. Puck is a big part of their team fight, preventing VICI Gaming from being able to run away when they do get all of those abilities set up. So while he's in the grave and while he's showing that he doesn't have that buyback, you've got to keep on moving.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
10 seconds left. Gonna try and get rid of the Wraith Pact, and, well, they'll only lose the one lane, but doesn't put T1 in a great situation.
Oh, it doesn't. Not at all. 8,000 deficit. A 20% probability
Picked
for
up
raiding
that latent toxicity on the Venomancer, so for him to get
know
into
where
the
they
middle
are.
of a team fight's big.
Thompson's gonna jump. They see BAB and VICI gonna smoke on the back. Tombstone already laid down from Cuckoo. They're gonna try and blow up Ana. Oh no! The burst is too much. Ana can't survive. He gets no abilities off. Maybe Cuckoo and Thompson, can they do a miracle? Can they turn the fight around? Cuckoo's trying to move in, but VICI Gaming, they've got other answers. They're too far ahead. Thompson will try and slip away to the north, but they've locked onto their target. There'll be no escape for the Puck as VICI, all they lose is BAB.
Such a heavy commitment, and yeah, you mentioned it perfectly. No Chronosphere, no BKB. It was just the perfect chain control coming through with some of those Blink Dagger reveals, particularly from the supports, just able to
Zephyr.
instantly wipe him off.
Oh my lord.
At least he can set up a few of those wards, right? Defend against some of the high ground push that's eventually going to be coming. VICI Gaming are going to test this one out. Normally you would love to have
Cuckoo
the
Smoke's
tombstone.
gonna pop as well. Oh, it was out. Not the easiest person to bring down with the Wraith Pack laid down. And look at Ana, he's worried. An instant use of the BKB. They should be able to deal with the Visage without committing too heavily. But Thompson, he's killed off on the other side. And T1, they've got to get out. They need to cut their losses, but Ana won't be able to make it. Yang's there. He's always there, ready for the punch to stop the teleport. And meanwhile, Whitemon is also caught out. Trying to hold Erica inside the Serpent Wards. Cuckoo will just escape. VICI Gaming, another fight, the exact same position as the last skirmish, and once again they'll come out on top.
And it's right before the Roshan respawn as well. They just will themselves to win these super crucial team fights around the key objective. That's the quality that makes LGD the team that they are. They manufacture these situations that put them into a winning position, and they hit all the conditions that require them. They had their vision up, it wasn't dewarded, instantly go for the punish, hit the timings with the Blink Dagger on the supports, use them immediately for that quick lockdown. And you just saw that time around, Ana, super early pop of the BKB as well. He didn't want that similar situation to be happening.
Yeah, there's some PTSD from Ana, just making sure they weren't able to blow him up, because we saw prior, whenever he was inside the middle of the fight, XM and Yang, they just went straight to him. Didn't matter about anyone else. Tunnel vision onto the void, and well, now this is a Roche given over. T1, they're alive, but they're way too far away, it looks like. Oh no. And second life, Denog, that is one of the biggest ways to counter a Faceless Void.
Even just the shard over to the Morphling as well. It's going to do so much.
Yeah.
You need silences most of the time to be able to take out that Morphling, and really, it's only on top was from XM just saying, hey, he's got a Lincoln Sphere on Ana. They know it. He revealed on the lane. They know the situation that they have to play with now.
How do you defend this? Yeah, Tombstone's gonna be forced down. Cuckoo, did it get stolen? Oh no, they stole Tombstone.
They just push on forward. This is how one of the better ways to be able to siege high ground. They can't contest into it.
Double tomb.
Oh boy. Double tomb. Aegis still there for 1.5 minutes. They might even be trying to find a kill on Tuana, but he's going to take you all the way back. Oh, what are you doing, Cuckoo? Last defense coming through from T1, it feels like.
Thompson as well. Oh my lord, almost getting caught. Ana's going to jump into the middle as well.
You can't chrono him. You can't.
Erika's going to be okay. First Fumui's Sun into the second of the resummon as well. Cuckoo trying to stand his ground and right click. Might be a dieback coming out. Ana gets a pretty good chrono off to the right side. It's just the Void pummeling into them at the moment because the rest of the team are inside the base. He's got to turn back to try and deal with XM, but kicked up to the sky without a buyback. This might be the end of T1's hopes as VICI Gaming will look for a reset because they see Thompson outside the base. One stun into the damage. He's got a buyback, which he'll use instantly. The VICI Gaming, play it calm, get the resources back up, make sure there is no opportunity for T1 to have a miracle defense.
It doesn't feel like that there is. Zephyr, he's holding on to 3,000 gold as well. But it's not going to be for anything. He doesn't have the damage through from the rest of the team to be able to follow up. They're ignoring the Plague Wards. They know that's not the important thing to deal with. This is the last racks going down here. Mega Creeps about to be enabled for VICI. And they can breathe a sigh of relief. Back off. To respect the fact that the Aegis, it's expiring in 15 seconds.
Oh boy.
Oh boy indeed. First we had SA, then NA, and it might be SCA's last hopes in these last chance qualifiers just going down the drain.
Look at the fake back. Oh, look at the fake
found
back.
Thompson.
They see Thompson. He brought back. Oh, no, Thompson. Ren then dragged through. He's gone. Same with the rest of the team. Ana's up in 10 without a chrono, but the buildings are falling. They need him out of defense, and they won't be able to. The G's are dropped, and VICI Gaming will knock out T1 in the last chance qualifiers. Erika says bye-bye, Cuckoo.